Y'all know what it is, Eagles Wear Boxing. Let's go. Okay, I think so. We running. We in business now. Right, I had to reset because they decided not to give me no sound and no video, but at least I got a little bit of video. I don't worry about the video as much. You guys seen my ugly mug before. You don't always need to see me. Yeah. I just think that girls are very funny. Just thinking about today. I have there's a there's a girl that works at a store that I always mess with her all the time. We like family, because I'm always kidding around with her, messing with her or something, So they got a new girl over there, and I was messing with my friend, a little bit, and so the new girl's just smiling and looking. I'm like, and I never, I wasn't being mean, but I didn't even say hi. Now that I think about it, I should at least probably said hi. I looked at her a little bit, but that was it. I just went back to playing with my friend. And she was like, and then I actually had to go through her line, with my order for her to ring my order up. But, I was, she was all happy when I got in her line. I was just like I just, but it was all business. It's like, how much money it is, and that's it. I still never really, said much to her. And then when I thought about it, I said, that's kind of bad. I said, maybe I should have just, I should have been a little bit more friendly to her. But some people don't want you being friendly, And these days and times, man, you can't be friendly. I see you, Derek. Salute, brother. You can't be as friendly. Yeah. I would have had higher points in Champ Ross, man, but I think I missed a couple of fights that I couldn't accept points on them. But it's all good. Because I got my pick in late. Anyway, salute to Derek Bailey. Yeah, but sometimes you can't. It's only so much you can say. Because there's a girl I talk to. It's like I don't want to, do too much. I probably done too much already. I probably did do too much by being nice to her. I probably did way extra. For her, it's probably extra. Oh, he loves me. I'm like, well, it's not. It's that simple. I like you, but I don't like you. Like you. Like that. I really don't know how to say it, but it's just, y'all know what it is. I like you, but it's a little bit more difficulties than that. But Derek Bailey said, I just learned that Native Americans are Asian Eagles. No, those are my cousins. They're saying that they're Asians. No, we're not. We're not Asians. Not Asians. We're not even close to being Asian. Those are. Well, see, the difference is I'm Native, but I'm Indian. Native American. I'm Indian. I'm like, and in Australia they call them Aborigines. I always call everybody. I always say. I always say that we originate up in here. I say originate, a ground. I see my birth, man. My first birth here on the earth. I saw it. I witnessed it. So I know where I come from. So it's not, that comes from being spiritual. I don't even want to talk like that because people get all spooked out. Oh, spooky stuff and blah, blah. People go crazy. It's like, let me ask you. You're speaking right now. Are you talking or you're writing or whatever? Did you see yourself write what you wrote before you wrote it? How's that happen? That's kind of spooky, ain't it? Is it you even having thoughts? Is that spooky or not? Because you have a brain. How you know that your thoughts come from your brain? You never lived without a brain. How you know your thoughts really come from your brain? How do you know all your thoughts come from your brain? How come you don't think that some of your thoughts or some of the impulses come from other areas in your body? They always tell men that they're thinking with the wrong head and stuff like that. When you get hungry, is it something that's in the brain or is it something that's in the stomach? The stomach has gray matter in it too, just like the brain. So you got more than one brain in your body. They talk about the one main brain, but your brain is a collection of different brains. It's not just one brain. It's not just two brains. It's not just three brains. Your brain is it's different brains, but but they have done research and stuff, and they do the anatomy, and what they feel like when they do the anatomy, they feel like they know what parts of the brain, control this and that. Of course, your brain. What they don't know about the brain is that you can have your brain. You can have a brain that's shut down. You can have there's a guy right now. He's one of the most intelligent guys there is, and he has, and 90% of his brain is dead. So now what? So now explain the brain. See, it leaves them for a loop because they don't understand the mysteries. They don't understand, and we're gonna get into that. But that shot that was heard around the world, we're gonna get into it. He said, "Yeah, you tied with me. Lala D came in first place, and she been talking shit. If she come, she said I'm out. Can't take it anymore. You can't take it no more. Come on now. I see you responded on her page. Well, I'm not even gonna try to make up the excuses that I didn't get to. I'm saying I got my stuff in late, and I wasn't. I couldn't do all the fights. I couldn't get my. It don't matter. I mean, I'm just doing it because y'all asked me to do it. I really don't have time to really entertain it as much. So some of my picks are kind of hasty, but at least I'm in it. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. You said this Chinese dude just claimed it in a video. He said he claiming it. Yeah. Well, that goes all the way back because remember I told you, what's the guy's name? Tug. Is it Tongue or Tug? His short name. Tug. And I was telling people, I said, that little dude is tough, man. I said, what you guys don't understand is those little Mongolians is tough. Because they've been over here, they came over here and was, causing havoc over here. We beat them down. Only some of the people stay. It's a lot of things in history that can't really be explained. There's a lot of things that can't be explained. Because for some reason I think that, and this is the truth, man, it has to be, as far as my feelings, is that our people, our ancestors got the hell up out of this area, period. They may still be around, but they're somewhere that nobody can get to them. Because they want to see if we can deal with the pressures and we can deal with the bullshit that's going on with us. That's what they're trying to do. You know what I mean? Derek said 2 of my picks lost. Then I picked Morrell by decision. He said, why did I do that? I don't even know. I think I might have had him by knockout. Let me see. Let me go back and see. I got to go back and look. Yeah, I think I might have had him by knockout. Let me see. I had Morrell. Yeah, I had him KO. I had 9 though. Yeah. I don't know how many I missed, but but I had one less fight in there. I had 1 or 2 less fights in there. I got credit for 1 or 2 less fights than everybody else. So, hey, that would have put me on top. I would have been in the top, whoever, 3, 4, and that was quick, judgment or whatever. So, yeah, he probably talking about Pangea and all that. Yeah, that's all bullshit, man. It's very simple. It's people making it so hard. And the reason that they're making it hard is because they don't believe that this earth has been flooded a few times. You can see it. The water table tells you that you've been under a flood. Okay, so let me ask you, so what happens? Let's say, for instance, just clear your mind for a second. Let's say, for instance, the earth itself came up out of some deep water. It came out of deep water. Let's just say that. It came to rest. Let's say, for instance, everything settled and kept it at one level. So what happens um, if more, like you got level water? Let's say, for instance, now you got water coming up like through the solid parts of the earth, and you got water coming from above, and it floods the earth even more. So what's going to happen when that water table goes down? Is that water table going to be the same, or is it going to be higher? Because let's say the water table is on the outside. So the water table is on the outside. So is it going to be more water, or is it going to be less water? If water came up through the land also. If you have water that came up through the land, you have water come from the top. What's going to happen? So you're basically, so what I'm trying to tell you is it's only one landmass. It's not all these landmass they show. It's not. It's only one landmass. What happened is the water table is higher. And they're calling this stuff sea level. But what goes to show you that they're full of shit about sea level is because what's the lowest sea that there is? If you call something sea level, what's the lowest sea? Now, how could you have a sea if you call something sea level, but then you have a sea that's below sea level? So that's letting you know right there. So if that's the real sea level, so you take and this is just, I'm just giving you for an example. So you take the Dead Sea and you use that as a reference of, let's say for instance, that's the natural sea level. That's where sea should be. So figure that out. And then figure that if we go out and if we lower the water, no matter where the water is, it's just lower it down. I don't know how many feet that might be, and probably be like in between, to give a good guess, I'm going to say it's going to be in between 100 meters and maybe 200 meters. Something like that. And you brought the water back down that far, and then you would see where the real land is. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I wasn't even, and see, when I was writing that up, I wasn't even paying attention to that these guys, come off of short notice and stuff. Yeah, but that's what it is. Yeah, they know the information, but they just don't share it. I try to share with y'all every once in a while, but when I do it, I try to make up stories so you guys can open up your own mind so y'all can figure it out. Cause I'm not grabbing no books and shit like that. A lot of people want to grab books, but if you look outside, look at the earth. So wait a minute, there's some water. You can see, like all you have to do is look. You can see some of the trees, some of the grasses, some of the bushes that grow around even by your house. You say, wait a minute, this shit used to be water. Or at one point, it was water for so long. You can tell if you live in, like right now, I live in a flooded river. I live in a dried out riverbed, more or less. That's what valleys are. They dried out riverbeds. People say, oh yeah, we down in the valley. No, you live in a dried out riverbed. The river can take back over again. It would take a lot. I mean, you would get a warning. You know what I mean? You're going to get a warning to get the hell out if you're in the riverbed. But we got highways over here that because of the springs, there's underground. Now they got a lot more water in them. And so now that water's coming up. And so the road stays wet the whole time. No matter how hot it gets, the road is going to be wet. No matter what. It don't matter. It could be 150 degrees outside. And the water is not going to dry up. And that's because you're living on top of springs. And then they end up with all these little sinkholes and stuff. There's different reasons for that. Fracking. The fracking does that. Also, underground water, rivers and stuff like that does that. But they always try to pretend like it's a phenomenon, like they never knew. Oh, what happened? Oh, we don't know nothing, Derek. What happened? They try to pretend like they don't know. Okay. So we're going to talk about it. I should look it up. Let me see if I can find it. Let me just, I'll look on Google. Is it Bing search or something? I might not be able to find it. So I just wanted to discuss this because I keep hearing it. People keep talking so much, and so I wanted to. I'm gonna cover this little subject about these, like the shots and stuff, like the body shot. You know, so that's why I said the shot that's heard around the world. We'll talk about that a little bit. Yeah, yeah. He said like the Florida sinkhole country. Yeah, but you know, Florida is actually all that is connected to Cuba. All that's supposed to be connected. It's all supposed to be connected. Now, all the land and stuff has eroded too, um, and that's why you end up with a lot of beaches too, though, because all that stuff has eroded. So Cuba, all those islands supposed to be connected to Florida. All this stuff is just connected. Everything that's over there, all those little islands, all that shit's connected. This is all washed out. Cause ain't no way you could have an island in no water like that. You couldn't have no island if it wasn't all land at first. You couldn't have an island. You ain't gonna just have an island. The only islands you can really have is like volcanoes. Like a volcano will start from underneath, and there's no way that. So on Earth, you probably have out of maybe a million islands. Ain't no way you had a million volcanoes erupt. Yeah, stop trying to play. They play people because people just and they look. It's like they look out the side of their eye. Like did Derek and them believe me? And Derek, yeah. That's how it done. That's how it's done, and that's how they get you. But that's how they trick you by letting you know that did I get them? And that's how they get us all day long. That's how they get us. They make sure that they get us. Did they believe it? They bit. Okay, shit. Let's add some more to it, and they just add more and more to the story. It's just like the spider, the lady who swallowed a fly. And you believe that whole shit. I mean, yeah, somebody can swallow a fly. Maybe they're crazy enough to put a spider in after it. But that's about far as it's gonna go. Ain't nobody putting rats. I don't know how the song go, but anybody putting rats and cats and dogs in their mouth to try to get rid of something. Yeah, yeah. Derek says you can't explain something to people who never experienced a body shot like that eagle. A lot of people never been in fights. Yeah, they never been in fights. I mean, I had to suck that shit up, man. That shit is a nasty ass feeling, man. You feel all. I can't even really. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That not one person can explain what it feels like, because it's gonna feel different for everybody. I can tell you it feels like electricity going through your body and heat and shock waves, and also feel like I mean, it feels like it feels like your lungs quit. It feels like all kinds of shit. But that's what we're gonna talk about a little bit. I was to try to explain it. Maybe somebody will come in later, but we'll explain it. And I'm gonna tell you. So where that comes from is what I was trying to say it in Marlo's corner. I was trying to explain, what it does. But we're gonna read ourselves. Now this don't have shit to do with boxing, as far as what I'm reading. But I'm gonna tell you what happens down in that liver area, in which I said it affects everything, blood and everything. So what happens when you get hit anywhere down there? And by the way, a solar plexus shot will ruin your day. A solar plexus shot will take you out for the whole day. It's not as bad. I mean, it could be worse than it could be worse than a liver shot, because you don't really a solar plexus you don't really recover. A liver shot you don't really recover. But the difference, I'm gonna explain the difference. Facts. That was all one hand, one landmass at one point. Yeah. So what happens is when you get hit there, there's a nerve in the body. It's called the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve reacts to any kind of stimulant like that. And so what happens is, I'll explain it. So what happens, it's going to make sense. The way I explain it should make sense. Let's say, for instance, you're doing something, and your adrenaline is way up. Your heart is just pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping. Your vessels are dilated. Let us say, for instance, now all of a sudden, and you got blood going to your brain. Now your brain is full of blood and it's pumping and it's working. Now let's say, for instance, now you're just in a split second that your vessels dilate even more. But at the same time they're dilating, let's say, for instance, your heart rate drops because it felt some kind of trauma. Now your heart rate, it drops because it's like, oh, I can't get excited because something happened. I'm hurting. And so it just slows down. It goes in relax mode. So what happens is it's like if you're taking a bucket and you pouring it down into a funnel. And you're pouring it pretty fast, bucket after bucket after bucket. Now all of a sudden the funnel opens up and you're filling up the funnel slower. And let's say, for instance, whatever you're filling that funnel up with is necessary for one thing to operate correctly. In the case of the vagus nerve, what's happening is that it's slowing down. It's slowing down the heart. But let's say, for instance, you're all stimulated, and the brain needs all that blood, like you're pouring it through that tube, and your brain needs that blood. But the pump is going slower, and the vessels are wider, so it means they have less blood. So what happens if you think that that blood that's supposed to go in the brain is now not there? So what do you think happens? Now, in most cases, the blood will still go to the brain. It might be slower, but you're still gonna get dizzy or something. Some people get dizzy. Some people just pass out. That's like you get knocked out. So that's how a body shot knocks you out. Is by disrupting the vagus nerve, and then after it interrupts with the vagus nerve, you gotta realize that things dilate, less blood. So we're looking at less blood. There's there's other things that go along with it. I just pulled it up. I don't know how. I pulled it up on Bing just to see if I was correct about things. Yeah. Oh, he said Trey put up a video by Ken Hub explaining the effects of liver shot, how your body shuts down. Yeah, but it's not just liver shots though. It's actually what's responsible behind it. It's not the liver shot. It's actually the vagus. It's the vagus nerve. And it says the vagus nerve, also known as the 10th cranial nerve X, or simply CNX, is a cranial nerve that carries sensory fibers that create a pathway that interfaces with what is that? Parasympathetic control of the heart. See? So so for the heart, it says lungs and digestive tract. It comprises of two nerves, the left and right vagus nerve, but they are typically referred to collectively as a single subsystem. The vagus is the longest nerve of the autonomic nerve system in the human body and comprises both sensory and motor fibers. See? So that's why it does so much damage, because it has sensory, which we already know what sensors are for your senses, sense of touch and stuff like that, and then also your mobility, so your motor skills. So the motor fibers, the sensory fibers originate in the neurons of the nodus ganglion, which is the motor fibers that come from the neurons of the dorsal. So dorsal meaning what? So dorsal meaning back. That means the back motor. So when it says dorsal motor, that means like the back motor of the vagus in the nucleus ambiguous. The vagus was also historically called the pneumogastric nerve. And that's out of Wikipedia. So just with that little bit of explanation, let me see if somebody else got. Anyway, Gil Cole's in there. Salute to Gil Cole's. what the champ Ross numbers looking like. Man, I ain't looking that good, brother. I'm down there with Derek. I missed a couple of fights, but I still, hey, I missed a couple of fights, but I still was, hey, I wasn't down at I wasn't at the very bottom, even though I didn't get to vote on a couple of fights because I was a little bit late getting my stuff in. Yeah. But that has, even when you put this like the solar plexus, so that still has something to do with Gilco's. Says salute at Derek Bailey. Derek right back at him. Look at Eagles Web, believing in modern medicine. No, I'm just telling you. Well, they've done enough research on it, and I'm like I said, I explained it before you got here. I tried to explain it to Derek what happens when you take that kind of a shot. But now I'm just trying to read what they wrote here. So people ask, why does my vagus nerve make me dizzy? Okay, so the vagus nerve will overreact. See, so that's what happens. So it overreacts to these situations and causes your blood pressure to drop very quickly. Now, Derek, is that about what I explained to you earlier? Something like that? And we're just not reading this. We're reading this live, so I had no idea what it was going to say. Making you dizzy and cause a fainting spell. And so that's what happens. A lot of times that happens in your normal life. That can happen. Yeah. Yeah. And then the next question they have, it says, why is the right vagus nerve not used? That's because, and this is what they say, is that the right vagus nerve isn't used because it's more likely to carry fibers that supply nerves to the heart. Yep. But there's a lot of things on it. It's good to look at that because it does have a lot to do, like I said, it has to do with your nervous system, has to do with your uh, gastrointestinal system, has to do a lot with your circulatory system. And in fact, like I said, the motor and the sensory. So if you're talking about motor and sensory, that's basically, that's it. That's everything, because you're using, when you're boxing, motor skills, and then, but you can imagine when that makes your blood pressure drop. Gil Cole's one, he wants to clown Eagle. Yeah, I still make my own medicine stuff, Gil. I'm just reading their explanation of what it is. For us, we really give a shit about I see y'all just salute the surf flame. Do you think we really care about if it was even called a vagus nerves? Do you think we really cared about that? That's why they just called like liver shots. They don't call it the vagus nerve stomping or crushing. They don't call it that. It's because all we care about, hey, you hit me in my gut, in my guts, in my liver, in my spleen. And by the way, kidney shots are not kidney shots. A lot of people don't know that. Did you know that? Did you know a kidney shot is not a kidney shot? It's still a liver shot. It's just a different angle. And what you're doing is, and it's more or less when you hit somebody back there, more or less you hit them in the spine. That's actually a spinal shot. When somebody's getting hit in the back, it's a spinal shot. It's not a liver. It's not a kidney shot, because your kidneys aren't down that low. A lot of people think the kidneys is way down there by the hips, and it's not. They're up higher in your back. But they draw it. I don't know why on purposely they draw it. They draw it completely different. Like on anatomy boards, they make it look like it's low, and that's like a trick. But anyway, my brother in here, of course, Gail's crying and laughing at me. Sir Flame says salute to Eagles Web, salute to chat, and as always, he said jab that like button. Oh, y'all don't get neck in Eagles Web boxing with the fire up good, the 100, the glove. Don't never forget about them things, baby. Because if you do, it's over. It's over. So you guys send me nothing but positive vibes that I can make it through this season of celebrations with the natives without getting into any fights or nothing like that. It's not gonna happen, but hopefully it can happen. Get tired of shit. It's the same thing, man. Family always fighting, man. Get tired of family fights. Like, oh man, they so sensitive, man. They get so mad, man. I don't trust them. You gotta sleep with one eye open. What y'all doing? But Derek Bay says, salute to Surf Flame. Sir Flame and salute to Gil Coles. Derek Bailey, yeah. Gil Coles right back at Sir Flame with the 100. Sir Flame at Derek Bailey. See, I racked up on. Yeah, Sir Flame said I racked up on the tank fight. Of course, man. I couldn't find people like that. I couldn't find a bunch of suckers like that. Derek Bailey said had a lot of people believe in Ryan, huh? At Sir Flame. Sir Flame said, "Oh yeah, I took all bets. Hell yeah." Even Drake, yeah, Drake won that. Look who in here, y'all. Hey, Lala D. She said it's Cynthia. Yeah, Drake bet $1 million on that with that KO. Yep, at Sir Flame. So what happened, at Sir Flame? You and the champ Ross. I don't think Sir don't mess with nobody. Sir come in here and mess with ego. That's it. He don't f around with nobody. Yeah, she said, yeah, she said, you're not all that or something. Oh, Lala D. I had to leave her some words. Did I leave you some good words, Lala? I got you. You probably was asleep. You were asleep when I wrote my little statement to you. Yep, when I wrote it up. So anyway, so that's what it is. That's why that shot does so much. Is because that vagus nerve that connects your system like that, and you see it says it's the largest nerve like that, and what happens is the vagus nerve that it makes your body overreact. So you should be able to take now. Some people, what happens? So now and that kind of gives us a glimpse of why some people can take a body shot like that and it don't bother them. Let's say, for instance, that your vagus nerve was already too active. If it's already too active and you take a liver shot, you're probably not going to do nothing. That's probably all you're going to do is get, probably somebody with a real active vagus nerve has probably got so much stamina and so much blood going to the brain and everything else. It might not be too good, but like I said, if your blood vessels are already wide open, then that's a good thing. And maybe that explains why some people can take a shot like that and some people can't. Because we know that the nerve, so we have the understanding from what we just reading is that nerve, it just overstimulates. It just like, what you doing? It's like a freak out nerve. Matter of fact, that's what it sounds like to me, is that it's a nerve that just freaks out and, all of a sudden drops your blood pressure and, you getting dizzy, and then plus all the other pains and stuff that are associated with that shot. And so for people to say, that Ryan could have got up, maybe so. But then only Ryan knows if he could have continued. Now, to be honest, I did go back and I kept looking over and over again just to make sure. And a lot of people said that he was up at 10. He jumped up at 10. Like once he got to 10, he jumped up. Said he was all acting all bent over, but as soon as the ref hit 10, he was like happy, like he's standing up straight then. And I'm like, it kind of looked like that. But his mind, you get 10 seconds. You got to realize you get 10 seconds for your mind to decide. So you get 10 seconds. The ref is counting. While you still shook up, the ref is probably up to 4. He's up to 4. You got 6 seconds to think. Do I want more of this? Now, it might look like he just didn't want no more, and I mean, if there's a good argument for it. And I'm not going to dismiss somebody if they say he just didn't want no more, because it can be true. It don't have to be like not true. It could be true that he just didn't want no more because Tank told him he was going to get the chin. And I do believe that Tank might have went to the body again, but he would have been covering up the body because of the pain. And Tank was going to actually try to break his jaw like he said he did. So I won't be surprised I'll break your jaw. And Tank probably was in that mode, because if you look at Tank closely, did you look at Tank's face? Tank's lips was out like this, like, oh shit. When he knew Ryan was hurt, his lips went out like, oh shit. Oh, you about to get your ass knocked out now. And you guys have seen that look. I know you guys have witnessed that look in one part of your life. Somewhere you have witnessed the look like, oh shit, your ass is in trouble now. It's almost like you get in a fight and somebody clip you and it ain't really nothing on it. Like, oh, that was all you got? it's like, oh shit, you in trouble now. Yeah. Oh, money's up in here. He got the fist pound up with the 100 up there. Yep. Let me go back up to this to make sure. Uh, okay, I already read that Lala told me that I ain't all that and all that. Let me get past all that garbage that she wrote. Uh, yeah. Lala D said Derek Bay. She got the crown up good with the hearts. Lala D at Gil Coles with the hearts. Gil Coles say, hey Lala, congrats on first place. Lala D at Surf Flame. She got the fire up good with the hearts. And also Lala D again. Gil Coles, thanks. I put that belt on these motherfuckers. Look at her. Ooh, she going off. Ooh, Lala D. She thinks you ain't all that little thing you. Yeah, but Derek Bay said salute at Al Money. Gil Cole's laughing. Lala D, Al Money, what it do? Lala D said I'll be back. Yeah, she thinks she's so special, man. I got #1 in Champ Raw, so I can't stand her, man. Ryan probably could have got up, but he would have had been able to defend himself. Yeah, he could have got up. I mean, that's what people want. You know what it is the people that are saying he could have got up, they wanted to see him get like obliterated. They wanted his boxing career ended. And chances are he might have had his boxing career ended. Yeah, but Surf Flame says salute at the Queen at Lala D. Surf Flame on the other channel is on Blue Bloods. Oh, you go to Blue Bloods? Yeah. I can't. Yeah, I've mentioned them in here, but I can't. I mean, every once in a while, if I believe something, most of that shit be capped, man. I'm like, man, I ain't trying to go up in there. It's like that shit is straight up catfish, man. I don't be falling for that shit. But every once in a while, I'll go listen to him. I don't go to his thing no more. But every once in a while, I look at one of his videos or something like that for a split second. I don't think I've never like listened to him for like 20 minutes, 30, 40 minutes. I can't listen to him that long. His introductions be too long. So, but I can still mess with him. He seemed like a cool dude. I can still mess with him. Yeah. Well, I was on Surfing said, well, I was on for 9, but he talked reckless. I can't have you talking crazy, and I can't can't get to you. Look at Surf Flame want to put hands. Derek Bay said, did you see Julio Cesar Chavez say he will never speak about Ryan again? Julio Cesar Chavez is he a hater too. On top of that, he's a great champ, but also he was a hater. He got himself in trouble for changing his opposition and lost, and so now he wants everybody else to do the same thing. I don't think, to be honest, I don't think Ryan really belonged in there with Tank. And it showed like that seemed like one of Tank. To me, I don't care what nobody say. That seemed like that was Tank's easiest fight. Besides, what's his name, Walsh, Liam Welsh or whatever. That seemed like that was probably one of his easiest fights. I'm sorry, man. Ryan was doing some shit, but it's just like Tank didn't care. And so that's what people got to realize. I don't care. A lot of people thinking that Shakur can outbox him and all that. Shakur is going to get touched. Shakur is not going to just go in there and beat him up and not get touched and cracked. Believe me. Gervonta Davis is probably the most durable guy at that weight class that there is. He's the most durable guy, and he's on the top. He's the face right now. He's on the top of boxing right now. And he's built different. You can see that's why they call him Tank, man. I'm not sleeping on that. That little dude is built tough. Because he took a punch at the same time that he landed that body shot. He took a shot. It's like, I don't care about you. He just like, I don't care about your shot. He was not worried about what Ryan was doing nowhere in the fight. He wasn't even, matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. It wasn't even Tank's most special performance. I'm gonna be honest. Pedraza was probably one of his best performances. Even in this fight, he was talking to people in the crowd and talking to his mom and all that, and clowning and talking to Ryan throughout the whole fight. Come on, y'all think he took this as? You think he really took it that serious? He in there playing and talking. You can't have a fighter playing and talking with you and still knock your ass out. Come on. Come on, y'all. Stop it. Derek said, "Yeah, it was very easy work. That shit didn't. Man, come on. I got molested out of $85, brother, because I couldn't. That's the only way I can get it was to pay. They just took my money. I think that shit was too easy, man. It looked way too easy. I don't care who called it or whatever. If somebody was calling the fight or thought it was close or Ryan made a good account of himself, man, he was getting his ass whooped. Tank was reading everything he was doing. And matter of fact, that's what Tank does all the time. He reads what you do. But this is why I always explain to you guys, when you throwing the jab or something like that or throwing punches, I said changing up every time. Don't come back. Don't come back like right. Most people that fight Tank, they try to do the same thing over and over again. There's always some kind of left hook, left hook, left hook. It's something like you're doing stupid shit. Why are you going to throw 3 in a row? And matter of fact, that's what Ryan did. Ryan threw 3 in a row. He threw 3 in a row, and that's when he got caught. Because Tank, that's very disrespectful to Tank if you throw the 3 of the same punches and say, you going to do it again? Again? Okay, I'm catching this next one. Bam. Easy ass work. Or Tank just made it look easy. Listen what I'm saying. Tank is talking to everybody. Tank is writing stories in the corner. He writing stories and taking selfies and shit in the corner. Now how serious is that? He talking to his mom. He talking to people in the crowd. He looking all over the place, looking for people. Come on. If your corner is telling you some shit and you looking all at everybody else and they still trying to make you settle down and you looking all out in the crowd like, I see you, Earl, what's up, baby? And you waving at everybody in the middle of a fight, that means you in total control of that fight. Yeah. Yeah, Miguel Cole says Chavez ain't talking about his son either. So I believe him. Yeah, he definitely ain't talking about his son. His son's probably a disappointment to him. He loves his son, but his son's still a disappointment. That ain't his damn son at Gil Cozen. Gil Cozen said Derek Bates, exactly. So Ryan a bum. I never said Ryan was a bum. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Did you watch the fight? How skillful? I'm going to cut to the chase because I ain't going to let nobody just ruin what I'm saying. Okay, how skillful did he look against Tank? Just forget that. That's somebody who I don't know calling me. They've been calling me all day. I might have to block the number somehow. Never said he was a bum. But you watched the fight. What did he do to Tank that impressed you? That's the question. That's the question for the chat right now. What did Ryan Garcia do to Tank that impressed you guys? What did he do to impress y'all? Well, seeing that we haven't seen Tank fight any black fighters, we don't know what he would do against Shakur Haney. We gonna see. Whose fault is that? Why aren't we getting that fights? Do people want it? I'll tell you what Tank is interested in right now. He's interested in getting you, but right now he's interested in getting his bag. And I'm not gonna say nothing bad about Tank because Tank he done had 2 fights in the last few months, right? Ain't this his second fight in the last few months? Who else is fighting like that? I'm not gonna entertain no bullshit about Shakur or Haney. Let's get their ass in there. How much and put up some money. I'm gonna cover both of them bets. I got Tank beating both of them. Because the thing about it, I don't know if anybody can just get away from Tank for 12 rounds. They always talking about he was losing against Santa Cruz. Come on. Yeah, he was losing until, how do you lose and get you get a knockout so devastating, but you're losing, but you get a knockout that was so devastating that people that was in wheelchairs started walking. Like, what the hell to see what happened? Come on. Get out of here. You guys are just taking it. Oh, yeah, he gets some good jabs off y'all. Oh, he's effective. How effective do we know that these fighters are against Tank if Tank is having no effect afterwards? He's still smiling afterwards. He ain't had a mark on his face after this fight. Didn't get hurt during this fight. He was clowning and laughing and playing. Okay, now if he fights Shakur and Devin and he's not clowning and playing, then we know it's serious. But if he's clowning and playing and all that, you already know. If you bet against him, you might as well get ready to write that check or hand that cash over. I see, ain't nobody say, okay, he looked good till he got caught up the first time. No, but you ain't telling me nothing. He looked good until he got caught up. What was he? I said, tell me something that he was doing that impressed you. What was you impressed about? Ryan, Derek, Gil Cole said, hell yeah. But Derek said, Ryan is one dimensional. How can you? How could you train? How you train is how you fight. Yep. Those wide hooks not going to work against a skilled boxer. Yep. But anyway, just any of Tank's fight, who has had like the most like success? Oh yeah, he really beating Tank up. Oh, Tank is getting killed. Come on, stop it. Tank is the knockout artist in boxing right now. He's the knockout artist, and he's a good boxer, man. You can see he got good footwork. Y'all not looking at how he putting people out, how he putting people down. Different angles, back foot, front foot, traps. He got so many traps. Matter of fact, he uses one trap. His main trap is when he's low. That's one of his main traps. His low trap. His low trap game is righteous. Because if you don't do anything, he'll spring out and put your ass to sleep. If you do too much, and if you do something that is too similar to what you're doing, if you do it too much, he's going to catch you inside. If you start retreating, he's going to catch you coming forward trying to get you. And come on. Ryan didn't do shit. I'm sorry. This was an easy-ass fight for Tank Davis. People say it was all exciting, and it wasn't even that exciting to me. Go back and count how many punches were thrown in the whole fight. It wasn't even that exciting because it was a setup fight from the jump. Tank was just waiting to knock his ass out no matter what. That's all Tank was waiting for. He even said he was going to put him out in the 7th. I'm putting him out in the 7th, and that's what he did. It's like, stop. I changed my pick because I said, shit, Tank might get him early. I changed my pick all the way down to 4. I had it at 9 in here. You guys heard me say 9 during the show. I said 9, but and then when I went to Champ Ross, I dropped it all the way down to 4 because I didn't even trust Ryan at all. I really stopped trusting him. And I was like, and then when he got knocked down, I'm like, damn, it might not even go to 4. And I was happy when he made it. I'm like, oh shit, maybe we'll get a couple of more rounds out of this. But he got beat up. He got beat up, and a lot of people thinking he quit. And you can make a case for it that he just didn't want to get that chin checked. So you can make a case he stole the money and left. But stop all this shit about Ryan. Because Ryan, he could beat fighters. I'm not saying he a bum. I'm not saying he can't beat nobody. But you got to have more tools than that to fight against Tank. Who's going to make him gain those tools? Especially the way this chat is always talking. Because every time I say that Wilder need to do certain shit, he don't have the skills like that. So Ryan needs to pick up about 4 or 5 different things. So you might as well say that Ryan can't pick up those things either. So he's just a one-dimensional fighter that's going to beat people because of speed and power. And matter of fact, I'm going to tell you something. I didn't see him outspeeding Tank, to be honest. I think Tank was faster than he was. With that uppercut, he was faster. With that hook, he was faster. Tank is fast, man. Tank is fast. I'm going to give the little dude his credit, man, because I don't know why people hating so much, man. Because deep down inside, people just still, even people that was going for Tank, I'm going to go with Tank, they were still hoping that Ryan did something. And Ryan did do something. He quit. I mean, I could be an asswipe like some of the other people and just say he's a quitter. Oh, yeah, he quit. But I'm not going to do that because I don't know. I didn't take the shot. But Gil say he looked good. I don't know. Y'all ain't explaining how he looked good. No, somebody need to explain to me what was he doing to Tank that was so good. I ain't seen him do shit. I'm sorry. I watched the fight live like everybody else on the big screen. So I ain't seen him doing nothing to Tank. Oh yeah, he whooping Tank's ass. Oh, he doing good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I was the no part of the fight where I was excited about Ryan. Oh, look at Ryan. I wasn't excited about him. I was like, I said, you're going to get your ass whooped. Especially after this second round. I said, no, you're getting your ass whooped. So I don't know. But the pay-per-view did 700K. So Tank is definitely a side right now. Most def. Most def. You let me know how much you want to lose, Eagle. I think he may definitely catch Haney. Linares did. He going to catch Shakur too. Because Shakur is a tough guy. Shakur is a tough guy. And tough guys will fight back. Shakur will get cracked. He'll still think like, he'll still like, oh, I got to get that. I got to stay out of trouble. But he's going to get in some, he going to get his ass in some heated exchanges with Tank. If they get a chance to fight, Tank going to put his ass out. I ain't never seen, who has Shakur like impressively just like KO'd at 135? At 130, at 126, whatever. Who has he just impressively just like obliterated? I'm telling y'all, man, Tank, for me, I'm looking at him. That little dude, he just made different. That's a grown man in a little body. He's made for the weight that he's at. He's made for that kind of weight, man. But he's more durable than that. He's probably durable like a fucking little miniature middleweight or something. A little miniature middleweight or super middleweight. He's built durable. Well, from what I see. I'm just saying from what I see. Oh, yeah, because they can get money. They might do the cruise match again. I was impressed on Ryan's aggressiveness early on. That ain't telling me nothing, Gil. Aggressiveness ain't telling me what was he doing aggressively that he was doing. What was he doing well? He started off throwing the jab and shit, and then Tank nullified his jab. Second round, Tank nullified his jab. He nullified his jab. Once he got hurt, the jab. Once you get hurt in a fight like that, then a lot of your skill set, he had a limited skill set in the first place. And Tank started taking some of that by hurting him. Tank is smart. Tank is smart. And I'm just giving him his props on this. Tank is smart. He hit hard. He could take a lot of punishment. People don't know how durable that little dude is. Because, he got caught. So what? He didn't care about getting caught. What happened? I hear people, they putting up the clip where he got caught by, what's the little Cuban guy's name? When he got caught by him. And also, every time he get caught, that's what they put up. The same thing they used to do with Mayweather. Anytime Mayweather get caught, Mosley caught him and hurt him or whatever. Then Mosley should have put him away. How come he didn't put him away? Y'all showing clips when somebody just get caught. Oh, that's it. But he ain't went down. He haven't went down, but he got caught. Okay, well, if somebody catches him, then you need to get to their corner, their training camp, and tell them, hey, you can catch him. You just keep catching him. If you do catch Tank, you're not going to catch him with the same shit over and over again. And that's the difference. The difference is that Tank will watch you do shit over and over again and then catch you. But he don't do all the same shit over and over again. He'll like feel for you and see what you're doing. Let me see what you're doing. That's what he was doing against Ryan. He was like, what you doing? He played the whole what you doing game with Ryan, and Ryan fell for it. No changing up or nothing. I'm going to do 3 of these. He's too busy on that old count shit. And just because you can hit the air real fast don't mean that if you get in a boxing match, you're going to be still that fast. Yeah, you're going to get Derek all the way down at the bottom. Derek said you're going to get hit. It's boxing, you're going to get hit, yeah. And and that's another point that what he made right there. But Gil said, I don't think he quit. And then Derek said he got a high IQ. Yeah. But Derek, that's the point right there, where Derek is saying they were trying to cheat Tank. Yeah, how you gonna make it? They didn't score the knockdown round. One judge had it 10-10. Yeah, they was trying to give it to Ryan in the second round. They was gonna try to rob Tank for that fight. Yeah, if it would have been close, Tank would have lost. He wouldn't have got the decision, or just barely. It would have been It would have been majority. It might not have been unanimous, but it might have been majority. They was gonna try to rob him. He has to fire his father and get a trainer. And get in the gym. But remember what your favorite fighter Canelo said about, oh my God, here we go. My favorite fighter. He know I can't stand Canelo's ass. Yep. Tank knocks Haney out. Tank versus Shakur. Tank wins by decision. Tank ain't winning by decision against Shakur either. I think Ryan beats Devin. Ryan don't even beat Devin. because Ryan's going to win himself. He has to knock Devin out with the same shot. He has to knock Devin out with the left hook. And if that never lands, he gonna end up losing. Because he's gonna have to get in on that jab. But then again, I mean, however it happens, it happens. I could be wrong. Any of us could be wrong. But I just see Tank. I just don't see nobody effing with Tank. I'm sorry, I just don't. These guys ain't built that durable like Tank, man. That's all I'm saying. He got the skill set and the power, and he got the durability. He has way more than all of them. If you add it up, he just got way more than they got. He just fought a fighter that was, Derek say, one-dimensional. I'm gonna give him 2 dimensions at least. A 2-dimensional fighter with a suspect kind of a chin, and it showed. So we gotta look at the durability of Haney. It's not durable enough. The durability of Shakur, now that one might be up in the air a little bit. I'm not really 100% sure. But then again, you got to realize that Shakur is fighting heavier now. Gervonta Davis is already established at 135. How many fights have Shakur had at 135? Right, Tank doesn't get hit with the same stuff like Ryan was catching the left hand to the body, tenderizing his ribs like all fight long. He was already hurting to the body. People think it was just because of that last shot. No, he was already getting touched. And believe me, that little solar plexus jab, that takes a lot out of you too. When Floyd used to do that, like that takes your wind away. You know what I mean? But he didn't do nothing. So everybody, if you made an argument for him, then you didn't back him up very well. I tell you what Tank did well. Tank led the fight from the bell. From the bell, Tank was already leading the fight. Tank was doing what he needed to do. Tank already established, this is how we're going to fight. He already established himself. In round 1, he determined this is how we're going to fight. You're going to do sucker shit, and I'm going to make you pay for it. That's what he was doing. He did that from the bell. He was already, you're going to do dumb shit, and I'm going to catch you. And that's how he played him. He played him like, you're going to do dumb shit, and I'm going to catch you. He's not going to play the same move with Devin Haney or Shakur. He's going to play a whole different chess match. We still didn't see Tank's whole bag. Matter of fact, he was even pulling some of Mayweather's moves up in there. He was getting off with a couple of pull counters. He was doing a little bit of shoulder rolling. He was doing a little bit of everything. He was actually demonstrating that he could do other things, warming up with Ryan, like I can do this with you. Giving him different looks. Too many wrinkles for him. Shakur is quick as lightning, but I'm not talking about that. You guys talked about Ryan had power, right? Everybody was banking on power. Shakur is quick as lightning. Okay, quick as lightning. There we go. Zab Judah was quick as lightning. He fought Floyd Mayweather. What happened? It's going to come down to timing. You can be quick. But what is that durability like? I'm still going to go with him. Right. That is why you see so many fighters use that stab to the solar plexus. Yeah, that little stab. But I would like to see it. I hope Shakur will fight him. But I'm going to be honest with y'all also. And, I have to do this because I do this channel, right? So I have to do this. Want everybody to fight, like the guys to fight each other. But I'm going to be honest, to be totally honest with you, I don't really need this. I don't really need to see Tank, Haney, and Shakur fight each other. I really don't. And if you could figure out why I said that, then you could either let it out or just keep it to yourself. If you could figure out why I said that. I really don't need to see them fight each other. Because there's a lot of other non-fights in boxing right now that we're not getting that we should be getting. And the number one culprit, it just lost his own being the face of boxing. He lost that title himself. Think about it. How did Canelo lose the title of face of boxing? How did he lose it? He's still up there, but how is he? And he still got some people fooled, but a lot of people are like, nah, he ain't. But a lot of people after this fight are not going to be saying that he's the face of boxing. Even the ones that were strap riding him. They're not going to say he's the face of boxing because he's not. How did he lose it? Did somebody take it from him? And that's all I want to say about that. But I don't really need to see those guys fight. I think Tank is just too durable for his division. Tank is probably too durable for 135 to 140. If he gets to 147, then they'll catch up to him. And I'm not saying everybody can beat him at 147. I'm just saying they'll start catching up with him. I just think he's too durable. That's just my opinion. That's my opine on it. Tank is Eagles Web new favorite fighter. Is he my favorite? That's my little. I call him my little nephew though. But yeah, he kind of my. He's my favorite. You know why he's my favorite? Because he's down to earth, man. He make me laugh, man. Tank is hilarious, man. Because I catch up on Tank, some of the little shit that Tank does. He just makes me laugh, man. He makes me laugh because he's real with it. That's why. I don't like people just like that whole Bud shit when he's out in the water. That kind of, you corny. If you're a cornball, I don't know. I might be a cornball, but if I'm a cornball, you can't be one. Can't have two cornballs. We're going to cornball up the whole room. He said, what? Derek Bray said, what happened when you grab lightning? I ain't going to try to grab no lightning. Show me, brother. Hey, go do a video. Let me see. Yeah, it don't cost that much, but get you a lightning rod. Grab that shit, Derek. Let us see. Surf Flame want to see it. Don't you want to see it, Surf Flame? Everybody in the chat want to see Derek grab lightning. We want to see what happened, man. Surf Flame thing, I don't think Shakur is ready for Tank yet. He just getting to 135. And already talking about he want that smoke. He gonna get his little ass he gonna get his ass beat out the frame is what I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you, he gonna get his ass beat out the frame. Derek gonna be biting his nails, talking about he's fast though. Telling his family he's fast. Look, watch, Ma. He'll be like, look, Ma, he fast. Gonna get that ass whooped fast. Fast don't always mean Ali was fast, but he got caught up to a couple of times. But he's a different kind of boxer. But yeah, Zab had a way lower IQ than Floyd, and relied more on his power. Yeah, he caught Floyd a couple. He caught Floyd. Floyd was even getting caught, but a lot of people don't credit Floyd for his chin. Floyd was durable at all the weights he fought at except for 154. Matter of fact, Floyd was not like extremely durable at 147. Do y'all realize where Floyd started at? Where he started. It was his boxing gift. Those guys don't have that kind of gift no more. Matter of fact, and this is why I appreciate Tank though. So, because Gil says he's my favorite fighter. This is another reason why I appreciate Tank. Because Tank said the guys today don't have the skill set like they used to have back when Sugar Ray Leonard and all them guys was fighting. He says that. Tank said it. And he's a modern fighter. He said, nah, these guys ain't as good as those guys was back then. They're not as durable. They don't come to fight. Tank said it his own self. So, in other words, Tank is letting you know that I'm old school. I'm just saying, man, you listen to everything. Don't listen to when they just hyping up shit. Listen to when they not hyping up. And don't just listen. See, I don't just listen to Tank either. I listen to people that sparred them, and I listen to other people. I'm like, okay. Oh, so you've been in the ring with him. They say, yeah, I've been in the ring with him. That little bastard is tough. If somebody bigger than Tank is telling you that Tank is all that, then you better believe that he's all that. I've heard people say that Ryan just was getting beat up by sparring partners and everything else. So I'm like, oh, come on. If you getting your ass whooped like that. Look, Derek's talking shit to us, Sir Flame. He don't mean that shit. He said, have your money ready with ego, then Sir Flame shit. Derek about that business. Derek said, yeah, I got y'all. The bag drill that got put on him by Bivol. There you go. Speed. And Canelo got some speed. And I'm going to tell you what Canelo was trying to do. He was trying to go up the middle because he can't go around the outside on Bivol. And they ready for that. They already done fought him now. They already know when he tries to come up the middle. He wasn't getting a lot of clean shots off because Bivol's a little bit too tall for him. And even though if you're on the difference is if you're on the end of an uppercut, a lot of times an uppercut. See, one thing about an uppercut, it starts losing a momentum as you go up. It starts losing momentum. And if you can catch somebody at the end of an uppercut, and it might not do as much. It might not do as much damage if they really at the end of it, like where it just touches. You know, where it just, oh, it got you, but it just touched you. That means that was the end of the punch. So when they say the end of the punch is not the very tip, is like the last inch to where where it's gonna snap and come back down. So when your punch is coming out, it's not right there at the very end. It's like it's a little bit right before that. So right where it's gonna snapping, because that's all I got left. Right there. Like if you're right at the top of it and you take that, now that's the end of a punch. But not the end of an uppercut. End of an uppercut is a little bit different sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. But I'll take the money. I'll take your money, Derek. No, I ain't got no problem with that. Yeah, I want to see what happened when Shakur gets tested. I want to see Shakur versus Pitbull. Sir Flame says, and that's true too. And that was one of my questions: is Shakur act like, and all them they want Tank Davis for the money? Because that's what they want him for, because it makes sense to get that money. But you got other guys there that you can fight. You got all these other guys you can fight. You got Martin. You got a lot of guys you can fight. Let's just get some other guys fought. Especially if you're Shakur, you just getting your ass up there. Mess around and make the wrong move. Get somebody that don't care nothing about your speed and don't respect your power. What happens when somebody don't respect your power and you got all the speed in the world? If somebody gives two F's about your power and you got all the speed in the world, then your ass is dead. I'm telling you. Because just you watch that fight with Kimbo Slice, one of his first fights, when the dude was quick, the guy hit him, and he was like, "Oh, that's all you got? Oh, I know I'm whooping your ass now." And he whooped his ass, and then took his money. Told him, "Man, give me my bread." That's right. Tell him, Sir Flynn. He said, "I'm gonna have my money together, Derek." Shit. Derek says Zepeda, Cruz, and Camboza all said no for a Shakur fight. His first fight at lightweight also. Yeah, but why would they say that? Because you just getting your ass into the division, you're good, and you're just getting there. And not just because he's good, is because they're not looking past him like that. But why would I spend money on you? Why would I waste my time on you? And I can lose. And think about this. I can lose, but I'm not gonna get paid shit to fight you. And people bragging on Shakur so much. What is his numbers? What is he doing? What is his numbers doing? Is everybody running to go see Shakur? Oh, I can't wait until Shakur fight next. Who's doing that? Why? And if they're not, why aren't they doing it if he's the best boxer in boxing? If he's the best boxer in boxing, how come and you're boxing fans, how come everybody ain't running to him? I'm just saying. I'm starting my shit. Yep. Derek said I'm going to do that, Eagle. Climb a tree and hold a rod and record it. There you go. Hey, send that shit to me. I need copies too. If you're going to do that shit, Derek, send me some copies too. Because I want to put that shit on tag, and I want to put it on whatever, TikTok, whatever. I'll go. What else can you get? I don't. I want to put it on a couple of forums, even if I don't have the app. Lala D back in here starting trouble, I bet. I haven't got to you yet, but I'll get to you, Lala D, because you're a little troublemaker. So I don't worry about how fast I read what you got. Derek Bay said, Shakur's 5'8". That's too much for Tank. Remember that? Great at a controlling distance, too. But who was he controlling distance against? Y'all got to stop that shit, man. Tank fight everybody bigger than him. What make y'all think Tank don't fight everybody who's bigger and taller than him? Ryan Garcia is like 5'9". Oh, stop, man. You guys stop it, please. Floyd started at 130. Okay, started at 130. When he was at 130, he was calling out Oscar De La Hoya at 150-something, right? At 154. He said he was going to move up from 130. Are you kidding me? And everybody talking about this weight and all this stuff with the weight shit. I just haven't seen him have to dig down, so I don't know. if he got that pit bull in him or poodle. And that's what and that's my understanding. I got the same understanding that Sir Flame got on that. As I haven't seen him had to come back, or even with Tank. Tank has had to, I mean, Tank usually has his way a little bit, but I mean, for the untrained eye, a lot of times we see that, oh yeah, Tank, I think he was losing. Like he was losing to Santa Cruz. No, he was losing. He was waiting to catch up. He was waiting for Santa Cruz to do dumb shit. Because what happens is Tank waits on he's mentally strong. He waits for your mind to cause you to make a mistake. And that's what he banks on. Like, I'm going to beat you up anyway. But then if that doesn't happen, because we haven't seen Tank fight as hard as Tank can fight yet. That's what you guys got to realize too. We haven't seen Tank fight as hard as he has to fight. We haven't seen that yet. If Tank has to like fight hard, it's gonna be a messy. It's gonna be a mess after that fight. I'm telling you, and it's not gonna be on his end. Whoever's fighting him is gonna be damaged goods. I'm telling you. If Tank has to just crank it way up, somebody's gonna be in trouble. But that's a good observation too, though. We need to see that, especially if you're just getting that. But Derek Bay said that's facts. Plus, they don't fight each other. Yep. Derek Bay said, yeah, I heard that a few times about Ryan getting handled in sparring. Yeah, get handled. He said, yeah, that the dude said, oh yeah, the one guy that hurt him to the body that was sparring put out a video too. He said he was sorry for hurting him. He said, yeah, the dude he hurt that hurt Ryan to the body, and he's sorry if that's why I lost. Yeah, you see, you lost. He told me he lost a son there. You seen Tank stopping easy Ryan? Oh come on now he's easy. Now he was easy. How come you didn't say one round if he was so easy? How come nobody said that he was gonna get knocked out in one round if he was that easy? An unknown pit bull, a little Leo, an old Gamble, and what about? And a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you who I like. I like Barrios, and Barrios is bigger now. But for me, he's a card. He's not a main card on pay-per-view, but he's damn sure an undercard. I would rather see him fighting than a lot of other fighters. Tank put his ass down. And guess what? Your boyfriend Keith couldn't put him down. And we got to hear you make a horrible assumption about a skill like Shakur. I didn't say Shakur wasn't skillful. Derek, did I ever say that Shakur wasn't skillful? It's not about their skills. When it comes to Tank Davis, I'm not comparing people's skills. I'm not even going to talk about skills when it comes to if somebody's more skillful than Tank. Because, yeah, you could be more skillful. I'm not worried about that at all. I'm saying at 135, Tank is just way too durable for these guys. He's just way too durable. And he has to have some kind of respect for what you do. He has to... You have to make Tank respect what you do. If you don't make Tank respect what you do, he's going to whoop your ass. I'm telling you, that's just a fact. If you don't make him respect what you're doing in there, you're getting your ass whooped. It's like even when Tommy Hearns got too big and nobody was respecting his power as much. He still had a little power, but nobody wasn't respecting his chin. They just wasn't respecting. No, I ain't worried about what you do. If Tank ain't worried about what you do, it's gonna be a hard night. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. And now Lala D done shitted on all of Tank's opposition. God dang. I saw an interview with Pitbull Cruz today. He has a big ass head. That's why Tank hurt his head. Yep. Yep. Lala D, she laughing. Derek Bay said, thank you, at Lala. Yeah. All right. If you think Lala's going to keep your money safe, Derek, then keep going with Lala. Lala is not going to save your money. Your money's coming over to me, and it's coming over to Sir Flame. We taking your money. We taking your bread, baby. We got bread baskets waiting on your bread, Derek. Because what you guys keep not understanding is I'm not saying that don't nobody in that division got even better skills than Tank. I don't know if they do. Shakur may. A lot of people feels like he does. But I don't think he's as durable. I don't think he's durable enough for 12 rounds with Tank. The 8-round fight, yeah, maybe. But a 12-round fight, it's gonna be different. Derek talking about that man's head though. Tank should take the pit bull fight just to clear up any doubters. Yeah, but they working off a money schedule, Gil. Yeah, but they still talking about Cruz's head. Cruz do got a big head. His head big as Tyson's head. He's little as he is. No, no. But no, they bad collecting. You see, Tank don't care nothing about no belts and shit like that. Tank, he bad collector right now. If y'all make a big enough scene to where y'all want to see him with Cruz again, and that money ends up being a money fight, he'll get in there with him. That's why he didn't want to say no names, because he don't even know. He already got his list. Believe me, Shakur's on his list already. Haney's on his list already. Cruz is on his list already. But who do we really? Okay? So somebody tell me what's the money fight on that. So what's the biggest money fight for Tank Davis next? Yeah. Yeah, Lala crying. Gil calls the Eagles web hating on Shakur. You know, I don't even know how you're hearing what I'm saying, Gil, but you're hearing some other shit. I never hated on Haney. I never hated on Shakur, man. You're hearing somebody is, as I'm talking to you, there's another voice in your head effing you up, son. I'm telling you. There's another voice in your head telling you that I'm saying some shit that I didn't say. Derek Bay said top rank fighters fight on ESPN plus Eagle. Yep. Plus Tank is a second half fighter too. People don't talk about that either. Yeah, he is. That's true. But he's not really a second half fighter. What Tank is like he's like a fighter that. So this is what happens with most people. A lot of boxers is they say that 1 and 2, and sometimes 3 is filling out rounds. But see, Tank, he fills you out 1 and 2, 3. But he's still kind of filling you out in 4 and 5. He's filling you out different. Because what he's doing, he wants to see he wants to see everything that you got. He'll do certain shit just so you could react a certain way. He wants to see everything you got first. I mean, not that he might not get everything, but he got 90% of what you can do. And once he collects that information, it's like, okay, now it's time to go to work. And before you know it, you then engaged in an all-out brawl with him, and then that's when you end up in trouble. Because you feel he ain't hitting that hard, and then all of a sudden, the punch pressure goes up a little bit. I'm not the one that said that Ryan had nothing. I didn't say he had nothing. You and Gil Coles are you guys are plagiarizing. Not even plagiarizing. You guys are throwing me under the bus with your statements. I never said nothing like that. Derek said that he was one-dimensional. I said he might be two-dimensional. Derek did. Okay, let me ask Derek, because Derek he might tell the truth this time. Derek, did I say that Ryan was at least two-dimensional after you said he was one-dimensional? Did I at least say that? But even if I said that two-dimensional, he didn't have enough for Tank. These guys don't have enough for him right now. I never said I said two-dimensional, brother. Go back and listen. You said he was one-dimensional. Go back and up and look. Because right after you said that, I said, no, Derek, I don't think he's one-dimensional. I said maybe 2 dimensions. So you guys are confusing my nothing with, you're taking it literal like nothing. I mean, he didn't have enough. If it hurts your feelings, he didn't have enough. I asked you guys, what did he have and what was he doing against Tank? And can't nobody say shit to me. That's what I don't like, is that we get in this chat and then you guys come in here and then I ask you a question about what was Ryan doing so well and can't nobody say nothing. Oh, he had Tank on the back foot. Say something. Tell me something. Oh, he's jabbing the shit out of Tank. Tell me some lie. Tell me something. Don't just come in here. Yeah, of course I know I said that he had at least 2 dimensions. I know. I remember what I said. I just said but I'm just saying you took my nothing wrong. Because if I start off saying nothing and then I elaborate later, don't go back to me saying nothing. Because I elaborated on it at least. I still elaborated. It's not like I stuck with it. He don't got nothing that I stuck. Then that's what I'm saying. Don't start no shit. Ryan in here. Ryan, tell Lala about Boo Boo. Now I get Lala D off me. Yeah. And he hate Tank too. So so I might have to get on him. But Lala D said no. Before that, you did say Ryan was nothing for Tank. He wasn't really nothing for Tank. I mean, you guys haven't came up with a defense. You guys haven't came up with a defense to defend Ryan, how much he had. That's the same as easy. You did say it. I said it was easy work. Derek said it was easy work. Stop it, Lala. Lala D wants to start fight. She loves to start fight with a Cynthia or Eagle Face. She loves it. Ryan took a knee. Ryan took a knee, but he was weight drained. Oh, here we go. I give Tank 0 credit for that bullshit contract. Still think Tank a bitch, yeah. And yeah, 4 pounds is like huge. Tank fights at 135. Ryan wanted to fight him. He knew he was gonna have to go to 135. Tank couldn't get him at 135, so they gave him 136. Couldn't get him at 135. That was 1 more pound. You don't call out somebody in their division and then expect to come in at any weight that you want to. I'm sorry. Y'all can get mad if you want to. But Derek Bay said, salute at Ryan O'Rourke. Lala D says, Sante, be grateful that your chat is honest. Not a bunch of yes men. Like the big channels. You guys don't scare me, though. I ain't scared of nobody. Lala D said, Ryan beat it. Yeah. Ryan O'Rourke says, salute to Derek. Yeah. Boo Boy, bigger bitch than Tank. Now Lala D gonna leave now, cause Ryan in here talking about he in here talking about Boo Boo now. You know I gotta get Derek. I got to distract people. I got to get people off of me. So I seen Ryan come in there. That's my green flag to put Ryan on somebody else. Cause I handle Ryan. I ain't worried about it. Yeah, Ryan happy when he come in here, cause he know I let him. You know he says a lot of shit. I don't care. I don't care. You know, this is grown folks chat in the first place. I mean, I allow the opinions. Like I said, it's just as long as nobody come in here and get like abusive and shit. If you come in here and get abusive, I'll unmod your ass and time your ass out and throw you out and block you, whatever I got to do. Yeah, you said it was one of his easiest fights. For real. It was for real. Okay, name an easier fight for him. What was his easiest fight? And I'm not talking about last minute replacements or those guys that had zero skills. Because some of the guys that he wasn't even coming forward. They was just backing up the whole fight. Tank had to bait them in to make them come forward and then break their nose. It's one of his easiest fights. Jamal and Andrade might be fighting. Ryan, come on, Eagle. What fight you see? A catch weight and a rehydration clause. He got to put on 10 pounds. That's all you should have to put on. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to put on 10, 15 pounds or whatever. I mean, 4 pounds ain't shit. If you fighting at 140 and you got 4 pounds, come on. You can shit out 4 pounds. Stop it. Y'all stop playing. He could have had a big meal and shit it out 4 pounds. That's not no 4 pounds ain't no killer. 4 pounds is not a killer. But then again, if you want to fight somebody, if you got to listen to what I'm saying, if you want to fight somebody in their division, you got to be at their division. So he was fortunate to get to 136. Think about it. He was fortunate to get to 136 because he was supposed to be at 135. That's what you guys got. That's what you guys are missing. And guess what? If he had to weigh in at 135, he couldn't have weighed in at 135. He would have weighed in at 134 point something. Because nobody comes in actually on weight because they be scared. Like, I'm going to miss weight. Ryan said, I talk shit but not disrespectful. No, I don't allow that shit. No, I'm driving this past 4:30. Lala D said, yeah. Okay, Lala D, it's almost 5 o'clock over there. I see you. Yeah, there you go. Canelo is the king of catch weights. So let me just explain something to you guys. So what you guys are missing, and I don't even like to bring shit up because you guys are overthinking the whole process. I guarantee you that you cannot name me a fighter. You cannot even name a fighter. You cannot. That hasn't been at a catch weight. And I don't care if you call it a catch weight or not. Even Errol Spence, when he first started with his first fight, he fought at 152. When you first come into boxing, professional boxing, you're fighting catch weights. Okay, did you guys know that? So I told you guys are too easy for me. You guys don't try to battle Eagle because y'all gonna be too easy for me. Y'all gonna be way too easy. When you first start fighting, you got your 4 rounders, your 6 rounders, your 8 rounders. You are fighting at catch weights. You're not fighting in the division weights. Some people are lighter, some people are heavier. You know what makes that weight? It's contract. It's a contracted weight. It's a contracted weight, but you still get credit for your division. So if you come in fighting at 151, you still get credit for welterweight. It's like a catch weight. You still get credit for it. Yeah, bitch, this bitch is a bitch. Also, Bud is going to KO him. Ryan ain't got no filter. Why would Tank fight him at 140? No rehydration clause. You said, why wouldn't he? Because he fights at 135. He don't fight at 140. He went up. He tested 140. He told everybody that he was going back down to 135. I mean, he could have did it, but why would he? Why would you do it? Why would you try to please everybody? Tank was the side that made all the decisions. If y'all can't see that, then I'm sorry. I'm not gonna try to open nobody's eyes up if y'all can't see the Tank, they side. Now they would have took even probably more if Ryan would have negotiated. They might have took say 137 or 138, but they didn't make those negotiations. He might have been able to get 2 more pounds on the rehydration clause, but they didn't make those negotiations. If you listen to the language, they said they accepted everything. So what kind of team do you have if you accept everything? It's not Tank's fault. You gotta say, no, man, I'll fight you, but you gotta get 2 more pounds. That's not gonna hurt you. 2 more pounds. If everybody's crying, oh no, the second rehydration, yeah, we got to get 3 more pounds on that. Fighters fight at catch weights. Y'all just coming up with that bullshit. Sugar Ray Leonard done fought at catch weights. I mean, I can't even. I'm not even gonna go through the list of fighters who have fought at catch weights. At catch weights, they're not. If you fight over your weight, it's a catch weight. God dang, man, what's wrong with y'all? Y'all look in the mirror and tell me that you ain't insane. Look in your rearview mirror right now and tell me that you're not insane. Say, I'm not insane. Say it 10 times. And if you don't start laughing, then you're okay. But you're going to start laughing because you're insane. If you fight over your weight, what is it? If you fight 2 pounds over your weight limit, what is it? You didn't make weight, or is it catch weight? It's a contract weight. If you listen to everything I said, the contracted weight can be the same as being a catch weight. Because when you first start fighting, you got to get acclimated a lot of times, because a lot of times amateur fighting, the weight classes are different. The weight is different. Beat no rematches, be in jail for 6 months. God dang. A lot of declowning. Yeah, something that is lame. We're easy because fighters have fought at catch weights. You guys are easy. I didn't say that fighters have fought at catch weight. Mostly all fighters fight at a catch weight. You listen to what I'm saying. The contracted weight on that contract is the same as a catch weight. There's no fighter that comes in and just fight all welterweight fight just straight like that. Even Floyd Mayweather, he didn't come in and fight like that. Nobody fights like that. Even Muhammad Ali, he didn't come in as a full-fledged heavyweight when he first was fighting, and he fought other guys that were full-fledged heavyweights. But back there, they didn't have what they call cruiserweight. You had guys that came in that was fighting cruiserweight and fighting heavyweight. But heavyweight doesn't have there's not a standard of how low you can be. But I'm just using that as an example. But you've had plenty of fights. Look at me. Go back and just look at, maybe if you even look at BoxRec, I don't know, look at any fighter, just pull up 5 fighters randomly, and then look at what their fight weights were. I said contract. You got to listen to what I'm saying. The fact that you're, I'm doing what with Canelo? I guess you say I'm comparing, he said something to the fact that you're Comparing, I'm not corn. I'm not comparing with Canelo. Does the catch weight versus the average fighter is a weak point to make? It's not a weak point. You want it to be weak because you know I win. And it don't matter what kind of rounders I'm talking about. What the hell does it matter? Now you guys going to get all technical. No, it's the rounders. It's the rounders. And even sometimes a fight will still be made like that. Still a contracted weight. Y'all lost. Take your L and get the hell out of Eagle's face. Just take your L and stop trying to call it something else. Hey, I was right and you wasn't expecting me because you thought I was like the regular kind of host where you could just bully and beat up and say whatever you want to and that's it. But you couldn't. It could be an 8-round. It could be a 10-round. Anything. Take King of regular belts. So maybe you can get away with that bullshit with them. All right. Well, we're going to see. I'm not going to, like I said, that's still, that's my guy right now. So if he messes up, then guess what? He can get it in here. Matter of fact, I never got a chance to roast Ryan. All I was really talking about mostly when I first started this chat is I was talking about the vagus nerve. I was trying to explain why that happens when you take the liver shot, and I was trying to give the medical, what they say is the medical explanation of it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, and so that should have enlightened people a little bit also to let them know that, hey, maybe that's why also that some people black out. You know, it's because that vagus nerve. So I thought it was something interesting to bring to the boxing chat today. Ryan said, nope. He said, but you think we the regular chat. I won't take your bullshit. Hey, hey, this is still my chat, brother. It don't matter. You don't have to take my bullshit and you can come back with some shit. Like I said, for me, on your side, you feel like you got a W, right? On my side, I feel like I got a W. So there ain't no problem in that. You feel like you won with you and Lala D made valid points and y'all think y'all won. Y'all throwing your hands up like touchdown, we got Eagle. But at the same time, I'm saying F y'all, I think I got the W. Because it's only a smaller discussion here. But if I brought it out to a forum and we had a bigger discussion, then somebody, you might have a couple of people on your side, but I guarantee you the majority of people is going to be on my side. But now, like a lot of these, she want to win so bad. She just sit there, you move the goalpost a lot and think we don't catch it. Is anything for you to seem right? And we all know what happens with liver shots. We have Google too. I wasn't talking about Google. I never looked at Google Derek, did I even look at Google? I never looked at Google. So that's another thing that you got wrong because I never pulled up liver shots. I was talking about liver shots myself, and me and Derek, we started. If you would have came in, you would have noticed our conversation that we had a one-on-one. We was just talking about liver shots. Me and Derek was going back and forth, and we was just talking about liver shots. And I told him I was going to pull something up on Microsoft. I said I'll pull something up on Microsoft, and so the first thing I clicked on, it was something from healthguidance.org. That doesn't sound like Google to me. So you might have Google, but do you have that? Do you have healthguidance.org? And so that's where we got an article from healthguidance.org. And also I was reading like little stuff from Wikipedia and stuff like that. Okay? Is that okay with you? So you're wrong again. Don't try to jump on me. Stop trying to jump on me when you're going to be wrong. Because it was me and Derek, we was talking about personal stuff. We was personally talking about what it feels like. And I was trying to explain what it felt like to me. And Derek was trying to explain, he said, yeah, you can't breathe, none of that shit. And we were just trying to explain to somebody. It had nothing to do with Google. Who told you I was a Google person? See, you just assumed, when you assume something, you make an ass out yourself. You just assumed that I went to Google. And now that I told you where I was reading from, now what you felt like. I love you, Lala. Lala D. Right at work say LDBC. He said, who LDBC? I could get he said MXBC. Then they be all, be all on my side. Well, you go grab whoever you want to grab, brother. If they allowed to be in here, if they're not allowed to be in here, we throw their ass out. I got people in here that don't like certain other groups, and so that's what you got to realize also. And they don't have shit to do with me, because you might invite the wrong person in here, and I'm gonna tell you, the person who's laughing the most in here is Gil Coles. Gil Coles will throw their ass out. He might come in here and y'all think that he gonna just laugh and shit, but certain people come in here, he gonna tell them, he gonna wrap their ass up and throw them out. Oh, and I just told Derek Bailey that I even told you. Derek, I don't even know if I can get Derek to defend me, because even Gil is gonna stick with Lala's lie, saying that I Googled. Derek, did I even say anything about using Google, or did I told you that I was on Health.org and I was on Wikipedia? Y'all need to stop that shit, man. Y'all just want to jump on ego. Y'all doing the ego jump for no reason. And does being a weight drain make the body shots a lot tougher to take? No, not really. Your weight, how much weight was he gonna put on? Was he gonna have like 20 pounds of weight, covering up his liver? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop that. Stop the dumb shit. To me, that's dumb shit. It didn't matter. He signed the paperwork. I didn't sign it. If everybody was so worried about Ryan, y'all should have wrote letters. Y'all should have, like I said, I told you where I went. I told you I went to Microsoft. I'm on the computer, of course. I'm not going. Hey, you know where I could have went, but I didn't go? Is I could have went. Let me see. Is it over here? I could have went to my medical encyclopedia. You do realize that I went to med school, right? You do realize that, or did you guys actually forget? Let me just see one thing. Let me see if I have it here. I know Lala Deezer, she like to kick Ego in the balls every once in a while. But let me hold on, because I might have put it in here. No. So I put it up. So it's up with my other books, and I don't feel like going in another room looking for it. But I got the medical stuff right here. I just looked online. God dang, you guys turn on the host so much lately. I don't know what it is, man. Why you guys getting so frustrated with me to where you guys are doing daily jumps on me lately? You guys are doing like daily jumps on me. I don't know what that's about. A lot of these laughing. The ancestors told them about the liver shots. No, the ancestors ain't tell me about no liver shots, because we didn't do that kind of fighting, Gil. And I would appreciate if you would refrain from saying stuff like that, because that's not very I don't like that. It's not kosher or whatever, however you want to say it. That's just not good to start saying stuff like that. I mean, I take a lot, and I got thick skin, but anytime when it comes to certain stuff, it's probably a little bit taboo, or maybe you should just rethink, saying certain stuff, because I'm a nice guy, but I could be a MF sometime if I need to be. I can. You know what I mean? It took me a lot of years to even control even my temper. I used to have like a bad temper, because I got people, because it just that runs in my family, that people just got real bad tempers, and I just didn't want to end up like a lot of people that I know in my family. I didn't want to end up like them, and that's what checked my temper, is because I got people that have done things that ain't no coming back from, a lot. I mean, I'm talking about high count, not no little count. I'm talking about a real high count. And so I had to prepare myself not to get so as excited as some of them got. You know what I mean? Yeah, but yeah, I don't like to play about everything all the time. But anyway, like I said, that like when it comes to contracts, you have contract. You know, you're contracted for catch weights. They even talk about it all the time. Like a fighter said, "Well, I can't make those 2 pounds," and then they'll write a contract up, and that's a catch weight. But nobody would accept that I said that. I'm trying to read what Ryan wrote. Some boy sit down there. I don't know what he's trying to say, but it's anyway. It's not. I didn't get the whole sentence here on my side. Let me go see what you guys can see. No. But see, that's why I'm glad Derek sometime come in or D'Lo or something like that, because that way, because they come enough till they know that even when it comes to that whole that COVID shit, even when it came to that, Derek knows that I poured it out and showed him in my medical book what that shit really is, and that's what I do. That's what I do. But I mean, we're online. We're on. Yeah, we're on the computer right now, so why not pull up some shit from the computer too? I gotta waste holding it. You know how heavy those damn books are, flipping through all them pages and shit. And sometimes I just don't feel like going through it. I don't feel like going through all that. But now that y'all brought it up, now I feel like shit. I might make a copy of it so I can show you, what I found. But anyway, my whole thing when it comes to Tank, um, is I just think he's just too durable for those guys. Besides skill sets and all that, you guys can think that he's a bum or what. You guys might not like him or whatever, but I just think he's too durable for those guys. Even if you think he's a little bitch or whatever you might want to say, whatever kind of adjectives you might want to use toward him, whatever you say. I just think he's too durable. But he got the KO victory. Cardina, I don't even know. I don't even know what my. I think I had. Bobbick. Ended up getting his ass knocked out in one round. Or I think I might have. I don't know if I did Cardina, nothing like that. Bacoli, um, Barrett against Sanchez and Thompson. I don't know if any of these was on Champ Ross, but yeah, Thompson got that KO in 6 rounds. But we got to look forward to, what I didn't even realize is that we do have Canelo coming up pretty quick too. And I just wasn't that excited about Canelo. It's just like, I haven't really been keeping up. I don't even know if I'm going to watch it, like, for, I'm not paying for it. Is it pay-per-view? I don't think I'm paying. Yeah, it's on the zone, but I ain't messing with that shit. If somebody can gift me that shit, I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it, but I'm going to watch it on somebody else's streaming device or something. I ain't paying for that shit. I'm not paying for it. Yeah, but just see what Canelo got. If he even got anything left, because he done turned into a talker all of a sudden. He done learned a couple of English words. Now he won't shut up. Acting like he a professional in speaking English and shit. Then they hit him with a long sentence and he's looking for the interpreter. Stop it, man. Stop playing. Yeah, but I don't have a dozen. I don't have a dozen. If I had it, then yeah. He said Bacoli a bum. Yeah, Bacoli took an ass whooping, right? Or actually, no, he didn't take an ass whooping. Well, he still won though, even though you think he's a bum. He still got that dub though. I guess that's what it is. Who did you have? Did you have Barrett or you had Sanchez? I think you had Barrett. Yeah. But over there it's free. But you have to actually have the program here in order to get it for free. Yeah, Derek said, I noticed that Canelo all English all the time now. Yeah, all he went from I can't speak English to that money. That money made him go get that freaking English instructor. Yeah, he had a third rounder. Yep. It don't work that way, Lala D. No, that was Morrell won in the first round. McCauley won in the third round. Derek said, yeah, he won in the third round. Lala D said, I love Tank, but I want to see him versus the best who are willing to fight him. Yeah, but that's not. See, that's what we want, but that's not gonna happen. I've always said that we wanted to get the. See, everybody talks about that best fighting the best. I don't care about that. I want the great fighters and the good fighters. I want good fights. I don't give a shit if the best fight the best. Everybody care about the best fighting the best. I'm in it for the sport. I want to see a good fight. Just because the best fight the best don't mean that you're gonna get the best fight. Does that make sense? Best don't equal best. Oh, those are the best two fighters, and then you get a shitty fight because there's nothing but a chess match. But you love that. I don't want to see just if you just seen that all the time, you'd be mad. I want to see good fights. Oh shit, it was a good fight. Even if it's a chess match, I want to see like somebody like take the upper hand. You know what I mean? I've always said that. Ever since I've even started the show, I've always said I want to have good fights. So I don't give a shit about best fighting the best because I don't know. They might not be best. We think they best, but styles make fights, right? So how are we claim what's best? Because what's best for you ain't best for the next person. No, I think he a better fighter. I think he a better fighter because styles make fights. But I just think at 135 it's kind of, you know, I don't want to speak too soon, but I just think it's kind of a disadvantage to have somebody as durable as Tank and and with the IQ and all. I just think it's kind of a disadvantage to have him. It's great to have him because we need him because we want to see like devastating knockouts and we want to see the stuff that he does. But I just think if every division was like that, I think boxing would be kind of boring. Because it's like, no, this guy, he can't. If you just think about it, if it was a heavyweight that you couldn't hurt, but he could hurt you, no matter how fast he was, strong he was, he could hurt you, but you couldn't hurt him. Shit, it's almost like Marvin Hagler. It's like Marvin Hagler. I mean, it was just they wouldn't sell him at first. They wouldn't sell him once they found out how good he was. They wouldn't sell him like, he's doing too much. Like we can't sell him. Because of certain people in the public wasn't going to accept it. Now we're supposed to be, this country is supposed to be grown out of that situation to where we could take stuff a lot more, but I still doubt it. We're still in that same, those old times of thinking. We're still there. I've heard some recordings of these cops and stuff, where these cops is talking about, getting rifles and going out and shooting black folk. And they got caught on tape. And I told him, I said, why they firing them? Because you know me, hey, I'm not militant, but I might seem like it. Because I'll just come back with the truth. I said, you know what? It don't matter. I said, because those people, I said, all of them feel the same way anyway. So you fire 4 of them. You're just going to hire 4 more, just replacing them that might be worse than that. At least with those 4, I understand where they're coming from. I know that they're going to say it. So if they ever pull me over, I say, oh, yeah, you that racist bastard that was talking about killing black folk and brown folk. See, at least I know that. Now you got somebody in disguise. Now I don't know who it is. Now you got a cop now. I don't know. He's a killer. He hates brown-skinned folks, minority or whatever you want to say. He hates them, but he's not going to say it. See? At least if I got the one that's going to say it, you feel me? If I got the one that's going to say it, at least I know he's there. Like, oh, that's the one. Yeah, oh, he racist. Yeah, yeah. I can just shake my head up and down. Yeah, yes, that's the one. Yeah. He definitely racist. Yeah. I know his racist ass. See? But then you get some that, they pretend like they not. Oh, no, we're totally, everything's equal and all that bullshit. And nobody fall for that stupid shit. Oh, it's equal, huh? Yeah, well, we're equal, all right. Take these, put these equal handcuffs on. So, it's just me. And it might sound like I'm militant. No, what I am is I observe what's real and I report what's real. I don't come up with no other bullshit. Okay, well, that's your agreement when you say nothing beats the best fighting the best. But we don't. That's an opinion though. I'd rather see a good fight. Like, damn, that was a good fight. Like, I'm at the edge of the seat than best fighting the best. Because sometimes you get shit when you got the best fighting the best. Yeah, I don't want the best. And I'm not saying it like you're taking it a whole different way when I say best. Of course, I want the great quality fight. I want great fighters fighting each other, but I want like a good fight. I want a matchup to where it's going to be a good fight. You can't tell me that last matchup was like a good like that. Even the Morrell fight, was that a good fight? Come on, stop it. It wasn't a good fight. The Tank Davis fight was okay. It wasn't. I wasn't. It didn't like. It pulled people out of the seat just because Tank. They knew Tank was knocking his ass out. But other than that, it wasn't like like way exciting. I think Rawley was more exciting. To be honest, Rawley was more exciting because he was landing elbows on Tank. He was trying to rough Tank up. I think that was a more exciting fight, as far as the content, right? Ryan said, if you're in for the sport, the best needs to fight the best. I don't care nothing about that. So number one fights number 100, but it's a good KO. That's good for the sport. I didn't say that. See, you guys are making mockery of what I'm saying, and I'm not. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you keep that stupid shit up, then I'll do something stupid. But I don't want to. But you're undermining what I'm saying. You're playing on what I'm saying, and I don't like that. I don't like that. You don't need to go that far with it. There's only so far you need to go, and then you can stop. You don't need to go but so far. Uh, Best fighting best don't mean shit. You might end up with a shit fight. I said, if you're listening to what I'm saying, I didn't say I'm against best fighting best. I said I want to see good fights. Great fighters fighting great fighters. Good fighters fighting good fight. I want to see good fights. Somebody who's number one, somebody's number 100, that's probably not going to be a good fight. If you can get a scrap out of a number 100 fighter, out of a number one fighter, and you get a scrap where it's a draw or something, then that was a good fight. I'll be like, oh shit. And they had him rated all the way down. It's going to give that guy a chance to move up. That guy that's number 100 because it ended up being a good fight. You know what I mean? I like when it's a good fight, like, damn, that's a good fight right there. It's a good fight. Like Mike Tyson just blowing over somebody that's rated number one. He just blows them out in one round. It's not a great. Oh, I need to see that. Yeah. For what, $100 and something? Yeah. Over here. Yeah, that was great to see that. No, I want to see a good fight when I want him fighting somebody where it comes down to the wire. That's what I'm talking about. If you want to just watch good fights, watch the lower weights. It's not always that don't always happen either. Derek, Derek said, "Where you get that from, Eagle? What? What part did I get, Derek? I lost the conversation, brother. You got to come back with something more than just that." I'm talking about good fights, good and great fighters. I want good fights. Like that was a good fight. So we say, oh, that was a good fight. Like, because even people complain, they didn't even like the Caleb Plant versus David Benavidez. People didn't like that fight as much. You know what I mean? That was number one and number two, right? But nobody really cared for it as much. Everybody started blaming shit on the ref and everything. So when I say good fights, that has to include everything. That has to include, like, I mean, for me, a great fight, to me, a great fight would be the cornermen is telling the fighters what to do. The fighters are going out there doing what they're supposed to do. It's a chess match, but they're fighting. The ref ain't interfering. To me, that's a good fight. Like, oh shit, I can enjoy that fight. You can have two of the best fighters fight, and then the ref takes over the whole fight. And then how you gonna say how good that fight was at the end of the fight? You're not gonna be able to say that. You're gonna be mad as hell. Oh shit, man, the ref was all in the way. You're gonna be mad. No, we not past all the racism though. That's what I keep saying. Derek said we supposed to be all past all that. I know, yeah, but we're not past all that, man. No, like I just was explaining to you right now. I just heard a recording of some cops talking about how they wanted to kill, the black folk. I don't even like using that word because I never met nobody who's black. But anyway, the brown skin, the melanated people. I seen cops that was talking about that. Talking about they need to go get the machine gun and just start chopping the brown skinned folks down. So it's just that's where we live at. We still live here. That shit ain't went nowhere. These cops, all of them talk that way behind closed doors anyway. They all talk like that. I don't believe that there's a group of them that don't talk like that. I believe the ones that don't talk like that just ain't in the group. But if it's a group of them, they always gonna say some shit like that. Now, single when you single one out, I don't. They may not, but that's what they do. I know where I live at, man. I'm not stupid. This shit ain't going nowhere. Ain't nothing new underneath this sun, man. It's all the same. That's how these people do. And you can always have somebody take up for him. Oh, he was just mad and upset about this and that. No, man. You don't let words like that come out. And that's why, I had to throw a couple of checks out there today, even in here. I had to put a couple of checks out there because it's like, and I don't feel like I'm really checking people, but I'm just like letting y'all know, hey, that, you could play with Eagle because Eagles, I'm a fun person, but it's just so far that you can go before you can be a line crosser. But don't try to line cross this to see how far you can take me. I'm not that fun. I'm not that fun on the other side. I'm not fun. I'm just saying I'm not a bad guy, but I'm not fun on the other side. I'm just not. I just know inside, but trust me, I just know I'm not that nice on the other side. I'm not. I mean, I could be the best person for you. I can give you anything that, if I have. I always give everything that I have. But then when you do so much, I'm mad at somebody in my family right now because they did too much. It's like you do too much and then that's it. It's like you did too much. Yeah, Derek said, yeah, that's a facet. That's the way they are. That's just the way they are. It's nothing in the past. Everything that was in the past is here today. Just like the whole trick. I mean, just for us to gather around and talk about boxing and talk about life or anything else, man, this is like our little microculture that we made up. But even then, our media, the way we watch fights and everything else is just controlled. Just like this little microphone I'm talking on in this little forum, everything is controlled for us. Sometimes we even have time limits of how long we can be in like certain areas before we get loitering charges or something else. This is like we're under so much strict laws and bullshit that doesn't make sense. And how do you make up laws when you came from a lawless land and you're lawless yourself? And then you go to another land but you're making up laws. Most of the people that make up all these laws ain't even from the land that they making up laws at. You're counting people out. You got to realize that I'm gonna tell you the straight truth right now. Tell you that you on this, if you are in what they call these first world type societies, England and all that, you ain't nothing but a number. Anyway, that's all you are. You're just a number. A number, just like a prisoner. That's all you are. You're a number. You don't mean shit to these people that control those numbers. Our thing is to find out who the hell controls those numbers and get the control back. That's what we really need to do. And that's the honest. That's the honest answer right there. That's the honest answer. We need to find out who got control of these numbers and get the control back. Because they damn sure don't know what to do with these with the numbers. They damn sure don't know what to do with me. And that's what it is. But anyway, let me get up out of here. Derek's trying to hold me hostage again. Derek, no, I went way over time. He ain't saying nothing. I'm a little bit upset with you, brother. You didn't defend Eagle, man. You said, yeah, you did, Eagle. Derek jumping on me. Yeah, you said that or whatever. But he also know that that I don't need no, when it comes to medical shit, I don't need no kind of searches. I just didn't feel like grabbing that damn book. Plus, now I don't even. I'm glad that you guys. Now I'm actually happy that you guys said I was looking for Google, because I misplaced my damn book. It's like, where the hell is my book at? I need to be going there and read. And I don't read through the book all the time. I don't just go in there reading and looking at shit all the time. But it's just that people kept bringing up the shot and all that. I said, yeah, I better talk about that. You know what I mean? But it's letting Lala and them think that, oh yeah, he Googling stuff. No, I ain't did no Google search. I was reading something out of the health org, and I was reading something out of Wikipedia. Just somebody else's opinion. But I had started off. I was just talking about it on my own personal experience. Me and Derek. See, if they get here late, then see that's what if you get here late, then you don't understand everything we was talking about. Derek said I had something to do today. What you mean you had something to do? But you held me captive as usual. Yeah, I knew you was. I knew that was gonna be the next thing you said out of your foul mouth, is that I held you up. You had some shit to do. Yeah, Eagle held me up again. No, I wasn't even trying. You know, y'all know I wasn't trying to go this long, man. I tried to go. Actually, today was supposed to be short, like a short show. It's supposed to be like an hour, but we ended up talking, and then y'all did an eagle jump like usual, which I don't mind. Just be a little bit mindful when you do an eagle jump. You know, don't get too personal. Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm saying. Just don't get too personal with it when you guys jump me. I mean, if y'all playing, I could usually tell, but you know, just keep heritage and family. Keep that shit out of it, man. You know, just keep that out. You know, it'd be more. I mean, for me, that'd be more respectful. You keep it out because that'll keep me regular. Won't keep me on eagle fire. Yeah, I'm gonna have enough events this year. Well, hopefully, with the creator don't allow that to happen. But I go through it sometime where I get eagle fire during some of my events and stuff. You know, and I don't need no extra eagle fire. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. I'm gonna catch y'all, Derek. I'm gonna catch y'all, Ryan. Catch y'all, Gil, Lala, Sir, whoever else. If I forgot somebody, and the rest of y'all that was scared to death to drop down. Hey, salute to y'all too, cause I know that y'all didn't want that fire. It wasn't coming from me though, because Eagle didn't have that kind of smoke today. But yeah. Oh, Lala D. I'm gonna get on Lala D. She let her put up something else. I'm gonna tell her about her telling me that I moved the goalpost. I didn't move no goalpost. She just didn't like the way. She didn't expect me to come back with something. You know what I mean? Because it's like, no. The reason I come up with this stuff is because it's already in my mind. I've already thought about this. What has nothing to do with moving goalposts is that I had already thought about this. Like, wait, not even before today's show. I already thought about this all the time. I always think about that. I said catch weight. I said people always holler about this catch weight, but catch weights they always got contracted weights. I'm like, what's the whole big deal about that? I said they always had contracted weights, and people get so mad. I'm like, but that's always been like that. I wasn't trying to come up with. I wasn't trying to move the goalposts. I was just trying to explain that it comes in different ways. Yep. Oh, y'all know I gotta put my peace and blessings down. Yep. Derek put his piece down. Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm still searching around. I got to find the right stainless steel, man. I ain't forgot about you, man. I might need a some kind of down payment though, brother. It's a little bit expensive. So that's why I'm trying to find something. I wanted to do like old school, but I got to find somebody that can help. That can do some of the tang work for me. For the tang, I got to find somebody who can do a little bit of that work. And you know, I just want. Yeah, and I want to be able to catch something that's not, that the blade is not too much, like too expensive. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I'll probably take it. We'll see. I got to get all that done because I want to do it right. You know, and have it worked on. Anyway, Ryan said, "Night fellas, early one for me, 62 hours and work this week. Damn, need some sleep. Damn, you right." That's a lot of hours now. Sure enough is, man. All right, y'all. Salute. I'm going to catch y'all, man.